3 weeks ago, with a 10-2 record, the future for the Dallas Cowboys looked bright. America's team was still in control of their own destiny heading into postseason. But recently, the Cowboys have shown signs of vulnerability. The Washington Redskins proved that with an unexpected victory in Texas. And Dallas appeared frustrated. Last week in Philadelphia, the Eagles held the Cowboys scoreless in the second half, as they came up short twice on fourth down tries. 2 weeks, 2 losses. At 10-4, the Cowboys search for answers as the playoffs quickly approach. In Irving, Texas Stadium, the home of the Dallas Cowboys, as they play host to the New York Giants. It'll be soggy. The ball will be wet today. It rained all night. Right now it seems to have stopped, but the ball's going to be wet all day long. Pat Summerall here with John Madden. We were talking with Dan Reeves, the Giants coach, yesterday, and he said, as he was talking about confidence, it is a very, very fragile thing. And both of these teams, John, could use a little dose of confidence.
Yeah, and I think right now that the Dallas Cowboys don't have a lot of confidence, because on one hand, you have the Cowboys that have lost their last 2 games, and they don't know when they're going to win their next one. Then on the other hand, you have the Cowboys that are 10-4, and they've already clinched a playoff berth. So I think what they have to do is forget thinking about home field, forget about the San Francisco 49ers. I think they just have to go out today and get a win. Now, you look at the Giants situation, and they know that they have won their last 2 games, so that gives them a little confidence. But they also know that the last time they played the Cowboys, they were beaten 35-0. They would like to erase that one.
Let's talk about how the Cowboys approach this game. What do they have to do to beat the Giants today?
Well, I think that they have to give a heavy dose to that big offensive line and Emmitt Smith. I think he has to come back and control the game, because that's the way they've done it before, is Emmitt Smith starts and he runs and runs well. Then I think Troy Aikman has to get the ball to Michael Irvin. Now, I know that they've been doubling him, and then Michael Irvin gets frustrated, and he's the leader of this team, and he doesn't lead the team, and I think that causes a lot of problems. The other thing, they have to get a dominant pass rusher. Charles Haley isn't with him anymore, and I think that guy can be Leon Lett.
Let's talk about the Giants then, John. To a man, you ask them what they have to do to defeat Dallas, and they say we have to be able to run the ball. That means Rodney Hampton.
Yeah, right. And if you look at the way the Cowboys were beaten, that's what the Redskins did to them. That's what the Eagles did to them. And now that's what this offensive line and Rodney Hampton has to do to them today. But the other part of that, they have to stop the run. And they have to stop Emmitt Smith, because the last 3 times they played, Emmitt Smith has gained over 160 yards in each game.
He has indeed been devastating against them. So coming up, the Cowboys against the Giants.